man. How are you doing?
Pretty good. UK Frost, I would love to get you in here, man, but we're interviewing Mo Weed right now. Entertainment is in the building. So, bro, I've been watching you for a hot minute. Dude, you got the same kind of personality I do. You know what I'm saying?
I
You're
love
very,
it.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that one reel you did really caught me. You were like, people tell me I need to be more in depth. You're like, how about you guys just stop telling me how to do my show?
That part. You know what I mean? Like, please cut it out. Everybody's got an opinion. I'm good. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing, trying to stay positive, smiling. That's what I like about you, bro. You always on it, hyping people up. You always got a smile. It's never nothing negative. Yeah, that part. Yeah.
It gets me.
I got mine rolled up. I got mine rolled up. What you smoking on?
What is this? It's some Blue Laffy Taffy by the Hawaiian growing cannabis. Some stuff from the last harvest. It's pretty good. Blue Lat BLT. It's like Gobstopper and something else.
That sounds delicious.
Them Hawaiian strains really grow, my friend. What do you like? I need to know a little bit about you. When did you start? When did you get on YouTube?
The YouTubing thing, man, honestly, I started a long time ago trying to be a gamer. You know what I mean? And trying to do gaming YouTube, but I never like spoke in the videos. I just did like edited videos of me playing. You know what I mean? I never put my face on it. I never spoke, and that was my first attempt, and I felt like it just didn't go very well. And I kind of gave it up.
Was it you?
Because I never spoke. I mean, honestly, because I didn't put my face on it. I didn't put my brand on it like I did with the Mo Weed thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think if I had really hadn't been so self-conscious and really had stepped out, maybe I never would have the Mo Weed. So it happened for a reason. You know what I mean? Like,
everything happens for a reason.
It does. Yeah, absolutely.
I personally feel on YouTube, some people grow on there, but I don't really see a lot of. There's a select few that get like 6-digit views on cannabis. I'm like, how is this possible?
Yeah, I don't get it, because like my YouTube is the smallest contributing factor to what I do. My socials, like I'll put a video on YouTube and it'll do next to nothing, but I'll put it on Facebook and it goes around all over the atmosphere. You know what I mean? And it's crazy how.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Everything that we upload is like cross-shared. Like this Instagram goes straight to the Facebook, but if you go to the Facebook, it's like barely any likes. But on here, how is that? I know how. They got
that doesn't make sense to me at all. And what the crazy thing is that my Instagram audience and my Facebook audience, they're completely different people. They're completely different age groups. They're completely different types of people. It's kind of wild. You know what I mean? Like my YouTube fam or my Facebook fam, they are definitely those home growers, the hippies. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
that love. And then all the homies on Instagram, they're all kind of like me. They wear the forces and the black hats and the black shirts wherever we go.
Yeah.
We all got backpacks. You know what I'm saying? Like we just came up different. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. I can dig it. That camaraderie, dude. There's a lot of positivity in this community and there's a lot of negativity, but I try to keep it balanced. You know how I try to bring people together? Even though some people may not like each other, I'm going to grow their seeds and they're going to be in the reels side by side. You know what I'm saying? That's a contributing factor for me to try to do my part and try to keep the peace. Everybody's going to get supported by me. I promise.
And you got to be brave to do that, because you get that anxiety. Oh, I'm going to lose this follower. I'm going to lose that follower. But you can't really worry about that. You just got to keep doing you. And if people mess with you, they mess with you. If they don't, then that's fine too. It's no beef.
Yeah.
Like.
That's right. I'm not really into the followers or anything. I like talking to all the growers, man. See, you have to do it from a passion first. You can't come in here, anything you do in life, I feel you have to have a reason behind it, but it doesn't have to be monetarily. Just do something you love.
Yeah, I don't make no money off this nonsense, man, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like I make these videos on schedule religiously. I don't get no money. Like I just shared a post this morning. Facebook has. They've claimed monetization on all my intro and outro songs. And I'm like, yeah, I've made $11 on Facebook. Y'all have at it. You know what I mean? Like, I have a job. You know what I mean? Like, I've got a job. I got family. Like, I'm not really worried about monetizing. This is something that I love, man. Like,
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
understand that. I don't understand how YouTube's never paid me. I get the streams from Spotify. You have your own song?
Me? Who
Your
does? Who
own
does?
intro?
No. That's not my intro. I just use intro music on the
Gotcha.
show. You
Gotcha.
know what I mean? Like
It's funny
intro,
they'll catch
outro.
that real
Yeah.
fast, you know?
But the videos that they flagged are all from like the last 6 months. This is like a new thing. Like I have like 25 notifications this morning when I checked my Facebook, and it was all about monetizing, sharing with the owner of the music rights. And I'm like, okay, have at it. You know what I mean? But
That's right.
why today? Why all of a sudden? Like,
I don't
I
get
don't
it.
know.
I don't.
It's weird.
It really is until it becomes federal, but we're getting closer to there. So, sorry to branch off track. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm ready.
When did you start? Oh, we're already doing the interview, bro. We're doing awesome already.
I know. Yeah.
When did you start? When did you start growing? When did this all become a? And then when did you start? When did you want to make a show about it? Let's go ahead.
So I started growing officially during COVID. You know what I mean? Everybody was home. I by trade at the time was a Lyft driver, so I was getting the unemployment checks. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole market had died. So like a lot of people, I got the tent, I got the lights, like I had, you know what I'm saying, disposable income, like it was a wild time. You know what I mean? I got some beans. Got me some autos, you know what I mean? Got me a little 4x2 tent, and I just went to work, you know what I mean? No license, no nothing, you know what I mean? Like, we just went to work, and
power to the plant.
Yeah, real stuff, you know what I mean? And now, honestly, like, I'm planning another grow, but I'm taking so much more time with it. Like, I don't have the space that I want to do. I want to do a good photo grow, you know what I mean? But the 4x2 is not going to cut it. I need bigger space, so I'm trying to work it out a little slower this time and do something that will be impressive for the show and for myself. You know what I mean? Like, I've learned so much more since then. You know what I mean? And like I hang out with growers 24/7 now. That's the gromies. You know what I mean? Like,
dude.
Hey,
I'm piecing them together. I'm piecing all the growers here and there out here upstate. It's a lot of space out here, so I gotta find one here. I done found 2 so far, so that's pretty dope.
Well, that's the thing about Missouri is that we have these events, you know what I mean? And, they're in the gray area, they're kind of gray market kind of things, but we have events almost every weekend. You pop up, people are giving out samples, and you meet a lot of people that, so in Missouri, you can be a licensed caregiver, right? So you can grow for a certain amount of people, a certain amount of tree. So in order to meet, patients and caregivers, you come to the events and you might find you a new caregiver that grows better than the last one, whatever. But, through going to those type of events, I've met so many people through, giving out samples and stuff like that. And I realized that, they don't have a way to find patients outside of that, right? So it's all word of mouth. So what I do with my show is I review their weed, and if they take patients, they take patients. If they don't, you know what I mean? They don't.
That's
what I mean? And
that's how it
so I'm like, go ahead.
So that's how it came about with that's why you do the read reviews. That's how you cough on something fierce last time. What was that?
No, I actually got started. It was my wife's idea. She was being very frustrated with me. I've been this way for a long time. Like every time we would get some new weed, I would analyze it, talk about it, take pictures of it, and she would get so frustrated that I was taking so long to roll up. She was like, "Man, why don't you just do a show about it?" Like trying to kind of like be funny and sarcastic, but she was right, like dead ass. So I did like, I don't know, 20 some odd dispensary reviews over the course of a couple of months, and then I met my first home grower, and I really learned about what was going on with the home growers in Missouri, and I've kind of dedicated the show to helping those people grow as opposed to just doing dispo reviews and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do people feel about you reviewing their cannabis? Do they catch wind of your reviews?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, most people, they contact me directly and they ask to be on the show. You know what I mean?
Really?
I've never had to go and track anybody down. It's almost all word of mouth. So, yeah.
Oh, so that's fire, bro. That must work out very, very well. When did Missouri?
You know what I mean? Like, it really, like, it put me in this position that, I've always been the kid with the sensitive nose, right? You got too much cologne on, something smells too
Yeah.
strong. You know what I mean? Strong gag reflex. And I've been a foodie. My mom was a chef. You know what I'm saying? So I always had a strong palate. You know what I mean? And I've always been a loudmouth, and I talk a lot, and I'm really descriptive and animated and shit. So, like,
Yeah,
it kind of
pretty
just
dope.
works, right? Yeah, like, I'm really honestly just being who I am every day. At people, I really never thought nobody was gonna watch this stuff, man. Like, honestly, I was like, this is a stupid thing. Like,
Right.
and now it's like people take pictures with me when I'm out. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild. Like, it's growing out of control. Like, yeah,
That's
that part, man.
that's
Like,
right. It should be like that, man, because when you put that type of passion in it, I think people gravitate towards your energy. I think it's your energy. Because I watched you a few times. Then I watched you many times. I'm like, well, he seems very real. Like he tells it how it is, or he don't hold back. I wonder if he'll come on the show. And I was like, I want to get him on the show.
hey,
It's very.
first seen when I first seen the Canna Brothers podcast, I'm like, man, I've got to be on this show, man. Like, it's not a whole lot of us in the community, man. I'm like, we got to link up, bro. Like, it's got to happen. Like, you always smiling. You got really interesting guests on the show. You don't pick, you know what I'm saying? You
Thank you,
have I think everybody. I'm like, damn, man. Like, they kick knowledge, man.
Yeah.
And it's real conversations with real people, you know what I mean, that are passionate about what we're doing, and that's everything.
I swear. That's all I think about. I wake up wanting to grow, and I look at other people and get inspired. I just wonder, like, what is going on in their minds? Are they thinking on the same wavelength as me? Like, so when I'm talking to you guys, like, I'm actually your personality. You have a personality that I study a lot. I want to say that. Like, I've watched you for a while, so your personality is very different. There are only a few people who have these type of personalities that can make it. You could be a star. You should be bigger. I don't know how big Missouri is, but it sounds cool. But
It's weird, man. People say that to me, and I don't really understand like what it is y'all see. Cause I swear to God, like I'm a nerdy ass kid from the hood. You know what I mean? Like I tell people all the time I'll be on my hood neck shit. You know what I mean?
you
Like
be
the
funny,
town I
man.
grew up. Hey,
When
I'm just honest.
you're just real, yeah, and honest. Like and how you describe your honesty, dude. It's fucking. It's only funny to the people who have that type of personality. Like it's hilarious because you'll be going this way, then
Man,
then you'll say like, how about we do it this way? Like it's very meshed well together. You're not a bad person, and you like your energy is you're on a frequency, dude, and it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope to meet you, man. Mo,
I thank you, bro. You know what I mean? Like I thank you,
I
really,
mean that.
truly.
I mean that.
And I'm not trying to just stay in the Mo. I represent the Mo. I put on for the Mo, but I do have plans of traveling. I've been talking to a Free Grow up in Michigan about trying to come up for an event out there. I definitely got to hit the East Coast. Y'all got a wild scene. Y'all got wild cannabis history. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm talking about real cannabis history. You know what I'm saying? Like people
Yes.
need to be up on. You know what I mean? Like I want to travel,
Never.
man. I really
I
do.
never
But
thought New York would ever go legal, dude. This has been a
bro,
crackdown hard ass
hey, bro.
state
when they
forever.
when they went legal, I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's
it's going
all
down. Like
dude. When New York is like they're fierce here. You couldn't sneeze walking across the street. You're going to jail. Like back in the day, but now we see weed everywhere, and I was like, I told everybody. I was like, there's no way this is going to be illegal at the rate that it's at for too long because no one's ever died over it. You know what I'm saying? When people want to sell it, you know what I'm saying? They can look at it as a drug, but no drug gives you benefits the way that this does. So
no.
I was always optimistic about it. But now look, brother, where are we? When did Missouri get legalized?
So we kind of got a weird situation here. Like we went recreational about a year and a half ago. We went medical like maybe 2 or 3 years before that. But where I live in Kansas City, it's been decriminalized for like a decade, right? Because KC, like we got a lot of crime. You know what I mean? Like we forever on that top 10 list of most violent cities. Kansas City, the police out here don't give a fuck about weed. You know what I mean? Like, and they get tired if they got to press people on it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've been pulled out here hotboxing. You know what I'm saying? Homie didn't even take the license. He said no left turns before 6 or some shit. And me and my old lady looked at each other with smoke rolling out the window, and we were like, okay. And he's like, get out. You know what I mean? Yeah, dead serious. Like,
Dude,
KC is a town, bro. It's mad different. Like, so they don't trip on tree. Like, you could have the police in your house over some shit, and you could have tree out. They're not going to ask no questions unless you got, like, the turkey bags or some shit, and you look like you push, and they really not going to flex on you. Like, so it's been decriminalized for a decade. So riding around smoking or people smoking at bars and openly smoking in KC it's been normal for a long time. Like they just don't trip on it. Yeah, Kansas City, man. Like yeah, Kansas City,
Missouri.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, bro. I don't believe this is the first person I've talked to from Missouri. We're gonna put that in the location. Dude, that's fire.
Everybody thinks Kansas City is in Kansas. It's okay. You got to pass. Everybody thinks Kansas City is in Kansas. There is a Kansas City in Kansas. It's two Kansas Cities. It is a Kansas City in Kansas, and there's one in Missouri. But the one in Kansas is real small. They call it the dot. It's called, I'm dead serious. They call it crime dot. It's real small and dangerous as hell. Like, you know what I mean? It would be like East St. Louis. Have you ever, you know what I'm saying? Have you know anything about St. Louis? Like it's a Missouri side and the Illinois side in St. Louis too. So KC is a lot like that. So the Kansas side in KCK, watch out. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. That's why my eyes were like, I was like, Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas. I was like, that's where I always get messed up. I apologize for that. Thank you for clearing that up. I was lost.
Weed still a felony. It's still a felony on the Kansas side. So you could drive across town with a blunt and be on the Kansas side and get pulled over for just accidentally not turning around in the right spot and catch a felony. Just for being on the wrong side of town. Real.
How the hell do you operate and function a state that way?
You got to risk it for the biscuit, my brother. You know what I mean? Like, we got to get around regardless.
I'm talking about, like, the law enforcement. How do they balance a state like that with those... One law says this and the other one's this. Like, how does that work for the whole of the state? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's officer discretion for the most part. You know what I mean? If the cop feels like pressing you, they're going to press you. 2 Chiefs players got charged with weed on the Missouri side recently. Like within the last couple of months. 2 Kansas City Chiefs players who you would think would get a pass got charged with possession of marijuana because they were on the Kansas side of the city.
Oh my God, they got to stop this nonsense. That's ridiculous.
The federal government told Kansas to stop doing it. They said stop targeting. Yeah. No, they were told by the federal government in a lawsuit to stop targeting Missouri drivers for cannabis arrests.
Please? Doesn't it seem like the logical thing to do?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, so you got to understand, Black Market Day, a lot of the stuff that was in Missouri came from Colorado. So a lot of people came down that I-70 pipeline, you know what I mean? And Kansas had been used to just food on the table. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's easy pickings because there's so many people making that. Yeah. So many people making that trip, brother. You know what I mean?
I would too. To get to this plant, dude, I would too. I couldn't imagine living in a fucking state that's illegal with cannabis. Dude, that's all I do. Like, that's... Yeah. I don't really do anything but... Now that I grow it, that's all I do. There's nothing else I do. I drink sometimes, but... The cannabis, I need it.
Industrial. You know what I mean? I just started working in that industrial grow. So cannabis is my whole life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm at work for 8 hours a day with the weed, and I come home, and I'm right back in it.
How does that feel? That's the dream. That's a dream. That's a dream job. How does that feel, being able to go to work and work with these plants? How stressful relieving is that? That's good for the mental, bro. That's good for the mental to be able to do that. What are you doing at this your job?
So what are you in charge of? I work in the shuck and trim. So when the plants come down, like Monday and Tuesday are harvest days, we pull down 646 plants. Okay, so 646 plants, like 5 strains. We thin them out, you know what I mean? Pull all the fan leaves and shit, get them ready for dry cure, hang them, mark them, label each individual one, weigh each individual one, and then after Monday and Tuesday harvest is done, we have the stock that's been dry cured and we debone it. We take it off the stems, we separate the good nugs from the larf and the fucking stems and the leaves, and we, store them accordingly. Yeah.
Where's all that cannabis going? Dispensaries?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's under like whatever, like, there's like NDAs involved, but there's different brands that belong to this grow, right? So, you'll have, like I said, different strains will go under different brands and they go out into the market and it's all grown in the same place, but you see it in the dispensary as a different type of, different brand, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Just
I
like
got
Coke
you.
and Pepsi, they make all the generic stuff too.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? They just, you know what I mean? Like, so it's the same thing. Like, we got the Coke, we got the Pepsi, they got the high end stuff, they got the bargain stuff, and they make everything in house, edibles, wax, pens, like the whole lab, the whole thing is all in one. Like, it's
you're
pretty cool,
lucky.
man. Honestly, like you see it from baby plant to end product in all its forms. I mean,
Oh,
they make, sauce, shatter, batter,
does
everything. It's
anyone
all.
just get goosebumps talking about this shit? Just imagine what he just said. All those plants he's pulled, 600 fucking plants, and he gets to work with this day in and day out. That's good.
It's cool, man. It's really cool. I've tried a very long time to get in the industry. It's not easy. Like, you'll apply for something, you'll see it on Indeed, and you'll see 242 other people also apply for the exact same bud tending job. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
It's a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people want in the industry. Like, but then there's a lot of turnover too, because people get in the industry and they think it's going to be all fun and games, and like, you have to realize where I work, it's still a factory. You know what I mean? It's great what we're doing and everything, but we still have quotas. We still have a pace to keep. You know what I mean? Like, we got 48 hours to harvest no matter how many plants it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a factory. It's still a workplace. You can't be in there fucking faded and Cheech and Chong.
Oh,
Like, you'll be fired. You'll be out the door. Like, they don't play that shit like real shit.
dude,
You know what I mean? Like,
that'd be hard to. Oh my
I'm
god, being
telling you.
around all that weed, man.
But you know what? You know what?
I have no
Like,
self control.
those cravings that you would normally feel, like I felt on my old job, like, oh, it's time to go burn one. It's not like that, because you're in that aromatic vicinity. Like, you're always smelling. You know what I mean? And it's
Oh,
always fresh. So it's like having weed incense 24/7. Like, you can smell that place from 2 blocks away. Like, I go out on lunch, we get a lunch break. I go out to the gas station. I'm like covered in trichomes and leaves, and
I hear
you know
you.
what I mean. Like,
Yeah, dude.
it's cool, man. Man, I love it. It's a neat thing.
I love to hear you speak about smells and things. You come from like your, I think you said a chef background with your mom, or did
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do?
definitely food background. You know what I mean?
So your
Like, absolutely, yeah.
smells, you're able to smell things a lot better. I've noticed that with chefs too. They use their some of their
Yeah,
palates, but most of their smells sometimes. So you can
yeah.
appreciate. You're appreciating the actual. What are you smelling every day when you go to work?
Man,
What
deep
are you?
gas. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, it smells so good, and
Yeah.
it's like you'll walk around and you'll be in certain, like, there's 8 grow rooms, or I believe that's that many, and you'll get those different terps. Like, you'll walk down and you'll be like, ooh, it's all citrusy down here, and it's all gassy, and they got some really cool stuff going on. I really like. I'm happy to be in the building, and
What
low
was
key, I'm
something?
worried to find out about the show and be like, oh, I don't want it to be awkward. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like, nobody knows who the fuck I am or what I
They
do. Like,
will.
I'm, I'm about to be a judge in one of the biggest cannabis cups in Missouri. The Missouri Growers Cup is like the big cup, and I'm going to be one of the judges. Jack Harrer's son is going to
ABG
be one of the
consult.
other judges.
Hold on, I'll follow
Huh?
you
Yeah,
in a minute. Wait,
yeah,
you're gonna be a judge, or you were
yeah.
gonna?
No, I am. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh my God! How did you
yeah.
come
I'll send
across?
you the link,
Tell me
man.
a little bit
Yeah,
about
like
that.
it's.
How did you come across that?
You know what? Just networking. Somebody that I know had brought my name up in a meeting that I wasn't even a part of and put me on. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like, they
Word
brought
of
me up.
mouth
They're like, hey, this guy.
beginning.
Yeah, yeah. So shout out Bradley. You know what I'm saying? She has the higher event space out here in Independence, man. I'm always posting her stuff. She puts on great events. They just did a cannabis murder mystery night last Sunday, and it like sold out in like a week. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. A murder mystery night where they got a tent outside so you can go out and smoke out, take little breaks, and then play a game together. Like, that's just like one. It's just so cool. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
they do
fire,
cool stuff
dude.
like that all the time. Yeah,
How
I
many
love
women?
that.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, 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 go ahead.
There's so
Go
much.
ahead. Sorry.
You
I
have.
know it's
You
something
have.
I don't want to talk about, man. It's crazy.
Dude, it's dope. It's dope. How many women of cannabis in the industry Wait a minute. Screw that for a minute. Hold on. You said it was hard. You find it hard getting it. You were trying to get into the cannabis business.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
did you find hard about that? What is the BS you gotta run
It's just
around that?
saturated. You know what I mean? The like I said, just people are inundated with applications. You know what I mean? Like yours might not even get seen, even if you were a great candidate. You know, like,
Oh,
and yeah, I mean, yeah, like this job that I'm at now, there's been two other people that have recently started, and we all three kind of decided that we don't remember when we applied for this job, but we got an email saying to come in for an interview, and all three of us jumped on it. You know what I mean? Like I don't remember. I could have applied for this months ago. I don't remember honestly. You know what I mean? Like I just every time I see a good one on Indeed, I apply for it. You know what I mean? Like and
you got
yeah,
it. And you got it.
yeah.
There's
Yeah, and you know what's weird? It was the first interview I went on where I didn't wear a tie, and I just dressed as me because I was exhausted, and I kind of was like, "This shit's never gonna happen. Like, they're not gonna put me on. Like, just ain't." And I just showed up, and they were just like, "You're on." I'm like, "Bet." I'm like, "We were just talking like me and you were talking. Like, we weren't even talking about the job or anything. We just got to talking about cannabis, and they're like, "You're it. You know what I mean? Be here. You
yes.
know what I'm saying? Tuesday." And I'm like, "Bet."
There's
Like, real
it's
shit.
dope. It's dope to be around like-minded people that you can have these conversations with. You know,
Yeah.
not a lot of people are going to talk about growing, man. So that's bravo. How many women have you came across of like in the cannabis community? Are they growing? Are they still like low as they've ever been in Missouri? Businesses and events.
I feel like we have a strong amount of women here in Missouri. Honestly, you know what I mean? I don't feel like, I mean, some of my favorite people in the industry are women and women ran
Yeah.
businesses, and some of them that are doing it the best. Shout out Mama Mel's, Conway and Columbia. They have some of the best genetics. You know what I mean? They really do have some amazing genetics. And I feel like there's a lot of women in the industry. Like if you come to like one of our little Friday night events or whatever, you'll see, tons of edible makers that are, trying to get new, patients. And I think it's a lot, man. Honestly, and there's a lot of couples. Like it's more couples than
Good.
you would think.
Good.
Yeah, like growing
Good.
together, working together, like doing
I don't
social
see
media
many of
together.
those. I'm waiting for it to expand a little bit more to see. I like that. Couples working together
Yeah,
in cannabis. Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
I love it,
I
dude.
mean,
We have to have more reach in it. And I feel like
I think it could be.
I'm not. Go ahead.
No,
Continue what you were
no,
saying.
I'm listening. I'm relighting my joint.
Do you?
I'm listening.
What are some of the lately some of the best strains that you have reviewed? What was I mean? Like, if you could say one off the top of your head, that was just like, whoa, is this
I
really?
mean,
Or
honestly, it's kind of a tie. I got two real like top favorites right now. This what I'm smoking on is that Kush the Magic Dragon, which is just
push the
it's just
magic
fucking
dragon?
yeah. I mean, it's one of those strains that is just on the money. It's sweet, it's gassy, but it's not overly either. And the high is real fucking solid. You know what I mean? Like you get that heavy indica, but you still are very
That's a fine.
cerebral.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
we
Like
need
it's
that
just real good.
cerebral. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
Like
I need that in my head, bro. I like the head highs. Mm.
yeah, yeah. Because I know I've been at work all day. My body feels better. This is joint number two, but I'm still chatty as fuck, and that's what I need. I need to feel that. I need to feel that way. You know what I mean? Like right off of work, like this is that banger. And then there was the bubble gum that I did a review on. It's probably one of the sweetest, gassiest ones. Like it's a super heavy indica high, like straight munchies and giggles, old school. It's an old school strain too. It's not anything new, and
That's where
it really like
the best
just
comes from, bro.
yeah.
That's where the best is. I've been hearing from them. Everyone.
It it just took the cake for me. So the thing with the terpenes is different for everybody. Like I've got some friends that are all about those citrus terps. I love the good candy gas. I like, I got a homie that loves those deep truffle unami terps. Like everybody loves something different, like yeah, he's like, yeah, that dank. He said that
Yes,
dank. You know what I
that
mean? That
truffles
deep.
ain't no joke, bro. That I don't know who or where the fuck that shit came from, but that has got me the highest in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm still growing and smoking other plants, but like that truffle,
And one more honorable mention. One more. one more. It's that Sub-Zero number 12. If you ever get a chance to try that, that is some of those Grow More Fire genetics. I believe he's out of Colorado. It's Super Boost crossed with Oreos, and let me tell you something. It is among all the people that I smoke with, it stands out. It's the terpiest. It has like this grapefruit rind funk. You know what I mean? With that dank, that dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
that
earthy.
good. You know what I mean? Like it's great. Like if you ever get a chance to try that Sub-Zero number 12, man, telling you, if you like those citrus turfs, that one is just one that like has stood out. You know what I mean? I believe a homie that grows me, Grow Craft 816. He's one of my favorite local growers. I post his stuff quite a bit. You know what I mean? Like he grows very, very expensive
Fire.
cuts of really great weed. Yeah. You know, I know you've seen his stuff. Like if you mess with my page, I know you know what I'm talking about. Like his shit just stands out because it's it's that dedication, man.
You got a lot of
I mean,
potent stuff on it. I'm like, Jesus. And
these
I
growers
like a
in
person that
Missouri, man.
you're a connoisseur of the cannabis. Like I like that. I can see that's why you review it, I believe. You're very good at
Yeah.
it,
I
bro.
mean, these growers are everything. I just smoke it. You know what I mean? The growers, they're the ones that really put on. You know what I'm saying? They're everything. Like honestly, like some of the stuff. Like I got something called Diamond Daiquiri I picked up from a guy. Shout out Reaper9 yesterday, and like I'm still trying to figure out how to describe it.
Diamond
You know what I mean? Like
what is it? Diamond what?
Diamond daiquiris. It's some Soulfire
Daiquiri.
genetics. Homeboy local Reaper9 grew
So
it.
Jeff,
Threw me the sample to check out. Shout out Reaper9. You know, say, is that Mama Mel? What's up? That's my homie right
Taylor,
there, boy. That's my homegirl right there.
she's
But
dope.
yeah, I mean, the stuff that is popping up, I just feel so lucky to try so
Oh
many
my
different
God.
genetics. We've done over 100. Yeah.
Dude, I
Like,
never thought that I would ever be able to like grow. I've been growing bag seed longer than I've ever been growing anybody sending me seeds. This fem shit is crazy. Like, it's just great. I've smoked, I can say over 20 strains. I can literally say that. And it's amazing.
isn't that awesome, though? You know what I mean? Isn't that so wonderful?
That's why I expect it.
Like,
Now I feel like I can grow more and I don't have the space. So I'll be scaring
I'm
myself.
spoiled, dude. I'm spoiled. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I mess the game up and the whole world cuts me off, man, I'm gonna be so rocked. You know, like I'm
Mhm.
so spoiled off these weeds, man. It's crazy.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I'm so lucky.
How do you feel about all the many strains that are coming out and being made? Maybe just like, is it too much? There can never be too
Nope.
much weed for me. Don't feel bad. I'm asking you I went to plant. Like I don't care how it's grown.
Hey, you know what, man? I'm 45 years old, bro. I came up in the 80s and the 90s. Only the strong survive. You know what I'm saying? They can come out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they can come out with, the good's gonna shine through, and the bad's gonna disappear because that's the industry. We gotta breed everything because you never know what could be a winner. Like you said, you've been growing bag seed forever, so you already know. Like you can have something pop up on you and be like, damn.
Oh my God.
You know
Bro,
what I mean? Like,
some of that
and
backseat was some of the best fire
hey,
it was good.
you
It was
know.
very good.
I know a grower like right now. This cat, I just met him at work, and he's growing out back one plant with coffee grinds and food waste, and he don't know what it
All right.
is. He don't know where he
Beautiful.
got it. That's what I said. I'm like, go boy. I was like, yes. You know what I mean? Like, cause that's how it started, man. My first girl, I messed everything you could mess up, but it got me thinking. You know what I'm saying? My second girl, it was a little bit better. This third girl, like, I got a new light. I got some. You know what I'm saying? But
Glass
I'm just
nail.
waiting to. Yeah, man, I'm just waiting. I want to do it just right, and man, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gassed up for it. That's all I really like long term. If once the show's over, said and done, all this other stuff, like that's what I'm gonna be left with is my grow knowledge. You know what I'm saying? What I've learned from the homies, and you know
That's right.
that's all I have. You know, like
The knowledge
yeah,
is key. The knowledge I take with me, dude. Like talking to all you guys, like the
I soak
knowledge.
it up with the
Me
sponge.
too. Hold on, we got a question. Out of all the new strains coming out, are you picking that or old new school genetics?
Mm.
That's your word.
Man, you can't answer that question without making somebody mad. You know what I mean? I can tell you that
Well, this is
I
your
got
interview.
some.
It's about you. Go ahead.
Hey, look, I got some blueberry, the OG DJ shortcut right over here. It tests like 17%. I got from Polish Heirloom Farms. I love that shit. It's great. It's great afternoon weed when you're like going to the park with the kids or whatever. You're not too stoned. But then I got some new age shit like this Kush the Magic Dragon that'll have your ass faded for like 6 hours. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
So it's like,
God. A
yeah,
flower?
you know. Oh, so
And,
high.
and
You
I'm,
know what I mean? Like
I'm assuming your tolerance is pretty high. I see your toke. 6 hours though, you get high for 6.
I mean, look, that might be pushing a little bit, but it's a
Probably.
long ass time. Like I smoke a lot of shit, and some of the best
Right.
shit I smoke will still only give you a 2 hour high. You know what I mean? But
Right.
some of this new school stuff, it really is. It's bred for a reason, and we shouldn't shun that shit. Like, you know, like
Right.
why would you? Why would you? Like, if there's a new strain out that's more mold resistant, it grows easier, it grows chunky. Why would you ignore that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't do that
They
with our
wouldn't.
food. Yeah, I mean, we like look at the tomatoes, the corn, the vegetables we eat now. We bred those to be a certain way. We're doing the same thing with weed, whether you like it or not. I love that people that are keeping the old school stuff alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's important because that's where all these crosses come from, and I don't think
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But then I think also like I'm a car guy, right? So when I look at weed, I look at it really objectively, right? So some things are Hondas, some things are Rolls Royces. You know what I mean? Like there's different categories. There's a vintage class, there's a new school class. Like for me, that's how my mind works because I go to car shows every other weekend too. You know what I mean? So everything to me is like classed up differently, and some people don't see that. They're like, it's either good or it's bad or it's boo for this, and I'm like, you can have your opinion, but that's
Right.
not how I judge weed. That's not how I assess weed. You know what I mean? Like,
Everyone
and
has their own way, you know. How are you assessing weed? Since you went to one of you go there.
honestly, man, like I said, I'm pretty objective. I've been smoking for a very long time. You know what I mean? I try to look at everything from bag appeal to smokability, mouth taste. You know, like anything you can think of. I literally have judge scorecards. Like when I started this show and it really started taking off, I'm like in game. If I can be a judge at a cannabis event, that would be the coolest thing I could ever do. I can tell my kids and my grandkids like I was a judge. Your grandpappy judged the weed. You know what I mean? Like dead serious. Like
That's
and like I've
powerful.
done that. Yeah, I've done it once. I'm set up to do it 2 more times this
That's
year,
powerful.
and this next one coming up is like really going to be one of the best ones in Missouri because it does the industry weed and it does the home growers weed, and people feel it's kind of controversial. People feel some type of way about it, and like I really don't
It's
know.
so
I was given the
sensitive.
opportunity. Hey, look, man. Like you know what? I'm
I've
trying to do
noticed
the
that a
best for
lot of
me.
people, man, as I interview, you and I, we interview people and do reviews, and we come across certain people, growers, and some people, dude, are so
Um,
they take things so personal, and I try to tell
yeah,
them, you got to stop taking stuff so personal. Like
yeah.
from am I painting that too much?
No, I think you're dead on. I think there's people that have problems with me that don't even know me personally. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know what I've ever done. My
Did
entire
they have a
channel is
problem with you for what?
like
Oh, get out
all
of
I do is
here!
lift people
No,
up, right?
I'm
Like
tired
it's crazy.
of it.
Yeah. But at
No.
the same time, it's that drama. You do,
Oh,
like you said earlier, if you do a review for somebody else,
oh
and
my
then you
God.
do a review for somebody, oh, I don't like that person, I don't like that team,
But
I don't
what?
like those guys. It's
Right?
like,
What does
what does
that
that have to
have
do
to
with
do with
me?
me? You
Yeah,
know,
like what do
that's where you
I'm
were.
like, no, I don't want your really nice ass weed that smells amazing. I won't do your review because such and such doesn't like you. Like, are you crazy? Like,
Oh
I'm gonna do
yeah,
the review for the weed, bro.
dude.
Like,
There's
let's
no.
do
That's
it.
not how we run a business. First off, you ain't doing that. That's killing business.
Oh,
A lot of people want to bring drama into the plant life. I see, and it's very different. It's very different. I'm just trying to just balance people and keep people in a positive state and a frequency. I mean that because God, if hate is all in the cannabis community, that means, dude, it's really everywhere.
it is.
That's why I look
Yeah.
at it, and that's scary
Let me
shit for
ask
me.
you: have you ever had someone get in your inbox and like accuse someone that was a guest on your show of complete and total fraud? Like, I get these guys that will like certain genetics. They'll be like, "That's not their genetics. That comes from such and such," and they will get mad at me. Like, I shared a High Times post one time to my story, and somebody was like, "High Times rips people off," and I'm like, "What?
Oh, come
What the
on,
fuck?"
dude. I swear everybody has it's like everybody has a problem with everybody and everything. I'm just like, come on, guys. With so many people in the cannabis community, we could be big. Like everybody has a pivotal role in what they do.
I think so. Yeah.
But we're human, and we can't shake this human shit in us. I
Ego.
understand. I get it.
Ego.
None.
You know what I mean?
Over
A lot of it is ego, bro. Yeah, like it's funny to
cross.
me because it's like it doesn't matter how many people stop me and take pictures with me. Motherfuckers don't know who I am. Nobody knows who we are, bro. We're in such a niche community. Like people don't know, like unless they're fucking complete and total stoners like the rest of us. Like it's such a niche. Like it doesn't matter. Like you could be one of the biggest people. The dude Johnny Rock could walk around downtown in Kansas City, and nobody would know who the fuck he is except for some pothead walking out of the dispensary. You know what I mean? Like we're just in such a niche community. You know what I mean? Like unless you're Tommy Chong, you know what I mean, or something like that, people just don't really know us anyway. Like just enjoy what we're doing. I think it's amazing. Like yeah, really.
This shit
Like
makes
honestly,
me feel good. It doesn't make me want to hate you and curse you out. Like what you said, people send me seeds. I take that as we're friends for life on here. Like I ain't got. It's no fucking. I know a lot of people have asked in the comments before in other lines. They're like, is he really like this, or is he just like this for the camera? I swear I'm happy. Like I swear I'm happy. Like it's just that simple. There's nothing to smile, man. I smile all the time. A lot of shit makes me happy. Like
yeah, I mean honestly, I've been through, like I said, I came up in the 80s and 90s, man. I've been through some tough mud. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff going on nowadays, I'm a happy man. Like honestly, like
oh my God,
catching me in my 20s, I was upset. You know, chip on the shoulder, the whole nine. Like, but 45, I'm a pretty happy dude most days, so long as I can come home and have my plans and.
Dude, I think about the places that I've been as a crazy teenager. Like and now thinking about where I am now, I'm a different. It's just a different. And I tell everybody my whole name, Anthony Kennedy. I tell them I'm 41 years old, live in Sodas, New York. You guys can look me up. I'm legit. Like I have nothing on my fucking record. I rights and shit like that. But I want you guys to get to know me as personal as you need to. So you know.
And you know what? It's funny you saying that because I get so many people on my personal Facebook. Like it's been inundated, bro. Like I've had this Facebook account for 13 years, and I'm catching violations from people asking me crazy questions and some of my own posts. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy. Like yeah, they don't like they pretty picky about what you can and can't post sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I think I've had some people report some stuff too.
That's what they. I don't know what's been happening. Like I know what's weird on here. A lot of people have started re-adding me that I was actually looking for. I'm like, what happened? I actually went to Defiant in the inbox. I was like, what's wrong with this? Have you seen this guy? Like, because he's rock with him, and I don't want to say his name, but then he just added me again, and it's just like, where were you? And why would you? So do you think Instagram be in our accounts and shit? I don't want to think people like just unfriend me and then re-add me. It's weird. That's weird.
It is. It is. It's weird energy. I try not to re-add people after they cut. If you're gonna cut me off. Like I don't know. Like it happens all the time. Weirdly, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm seeing. I'm really not for this for followers, dude. One of you guys are gonna blow big time as a millionaire. Like one of you guys in the cannabis community. I'm just trying to catch an interview from everybody, and I always circle back to talk to you guys. Hey, I haven't even got to you. How are you growing, man? Like, what lights do you like to use? What do you prefer to use? The bar lights? Are you using the little?
I mean, I'm a pretty basic. You know what I mean? I got an old school Mars Hydro LED.
I know that's.
You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, Fox Farm. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got some Mega Crop. I think I might switch nutrients. I've been using Mega Crop. I did the Mega Crop on the last one, but I think I might try organic this time. I don't know. I've been talking to some guys about some worm castings and stuff, but I mean, I gotta try it at least once. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had some pretty good organic flour. I think a combination personally is the best method. I don't want to start that fight. Don't get me started on organic versus salt. I'm not gonna start that in the comment section or nothing like that. I'm just saying what I'm doing. Okay, nobody needs to tell
Word.
me what you know
And
what I mean. Like that's what
bro, it's a shame you even gotta be like that, just stating your
I'm
opinion. You be
telling
like,
you.
hey, I don't want you to. It's a shame you
I'm
even
just
gotta
thinking
say that. You know
about
what
it.
I'm
I
saying?
haven't started nothing yet. I'm just thinking about it. But I mean, yeah, pretty basic. I mean, my last grow was on the channel, and it was a budget grow for beginner growers. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a beginner grower. You know what I mean? Like for as much
Almost.
time as I spend around growers, I'm a rookie for real. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just gonna keep trying. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really,
Mars
yeah.
Hydro really like that. Like I'm running a FC 4800 for Mars Hydro. Really like it. Blasnats 420. Shout out to you. I keep a Mars Hydro out of
Yeah,
1,000. I got a couple of them in there, and I don't play.
yeah.
I got a lot of lights in my 4x4. There's a Viper Spectre. There's a Bloom Plus, and there's a Mars Hydro. I am not. Nah, I'm
Do
not that.
people ever give you trouble about that? Do they give you shit about having all the different lights in your environment? Like, damn, I hit a
That's
button.
what I'm
I'm so
talking
sorry.
about. That's what I'm talking about. People are crazy. Like it's like if everything's going good in the grow room, bro. Oh, you should have this. I'm like, bro, why do I ever? Listen, I like my low electric bill first off, and I'm growing big plants and everything's going good. Why do I gotta? He's like, they'll be like, you need an AC unit. You need. I don't grow, dude. When I told him I don't grow with an inline fan and a carbon filter, group chat,
Oh, they freaked out.
group
They freak out on you. I'm telling you, man. Now look, that's why I watch a lot of podcasts on like the history of cannabis and stuff like that, because people don't realize like you can have the most basic lights from Amazon
Oh
right
my
now,
god,
and it
I
would
do.
still be better than
It's
lights
hilarious.
from It's so crazy, man. Like,
Bro, it doesn't
oh,
take, I've learned just from going from my experience, bro, it doesn't take all that.
it
Like, the
doesn't.
beautiful
It's weed.
lights, the bar lights are beautiful. Dude, if there was no other way, I would probably go that way. But bro,
Oh
I've been
man.
going bud with these old school lights like
Somebody
nobody's business.
should have sent you some by now. You know what I mean? Like,
What
somebody should have sent you some by now. You know what I
what you
mean? Like,
say?
honestly,
I didn't hear you. What you
I said
say?
somebody should have sent you some. You should have some sponsor lights by. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
man, listen. You know what? I got my feelings hurt, bro. I got my feelings hurt trying to ask for an interview. Maybe like I was like at 1,000 views. I called myself asking for an interview from AC Infinity. Boy, did they hurt my feelings. Boy, they hurt my feelings. It was like to have an interview, and they said this to have an interview, you need to have at least 10,000 followers. I'm like, why? I didn't
that
understand.
part.
Why?
You know
I'm not
what?
asking to be sponsored. Like that was so. I'm like, okay, I see how
I'm
this community is.
I'll never disrespect the AC Infinity
Me
crowd
neither.
or the products because I know they will come for me. But it's a flex, man. You know what I mean? Like you don't need a Hellcat either, but lots of people got one. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need a Hellcat,
It's
but it's cool
nice.
to have one. You know
It's
what I'm saying? Like
nice
and that's
though.
AC Infinity to me. I'm like, oh, you got that Hellcat? You growing into fancy shit. You know what I mean? Like your grow tent cost more than my whole setup. That's cool. Like
That
honestly, like hey,
listen, I'm not. I ain't trying to spend all that money, dude. Like we all can. We all can do it piece by piece. Buying these, the gadgets are awesome. I love them. I'm fascinated by them. I'm just a simple.
hey.
I'm just a simple man. Is that wrong? I'm just a simple
No,
in
there's nothing
life.
wrong with that.
In life,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
a
I got
simple man.
kids, man. I got a family. Like, I don't have money for all that stuff,
Right,
man. Like,
bro.
I'm a gorilla grow. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Right.
expensive, man. If you think you can really jump off, like, I know guys that grow for different reasons, but the guys who are growing for these cups and these contests, they're not messing around. Like the money they're spending on
Oh
genetics
yeah.
and like,
They're
they're
competing,
not playing.
bro.
Yeah, they're not playing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they are
Shout out
not
AC
playing.
Infinity. I swear. I
Yeah,
just said
like,
they hurt my feelings. I never
oh,
said I don't like them.
shout
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
out everybody who's pushing it to the limit. Whatever they got to put on it, whatever they put their budget to, whatever it is, because I'll never
That's
knock that
right.
stuff. I mean, ever, man. If I had it, You know what I mean? If I had, unlimited funds and unlimited space, I
Right.
would probably get carried away too. I have employees on staff. I'd be in the office. You ordered implant. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be out of control. Like it
Well,
wouldn't even be funny. Like real deal.
bro, I feel that. I feel that. Like if the space, it's like not everyone has a furnished fucking whole mansion-sized basement. Like some of these grows will make your shout out to Capo Canna. But dude, some of these grows that I've seen will be like, holy shit. Some people got
Yeah.
tables that move. Some people
Yeah.
like it's just on a raised bed with lights that made me just be like bar lights everywhere. You just like, how much did these people spend? And
Yeah.
yet we're trying to. If you're growing weed and it's working for you, why would you want to put more in there?
Right. But
I don't.
everybody grows for different reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's got a different
Shut up.
reason. Everybody's got a
Dr.
different
Farr.
purpose. And for me, I don't need, you know what I'm saying? I don't need 50 plants. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would I ever do with it all? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
what would I do with it? There's so much flour out there right now. It ain't no good hustle to it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just have the biggest, you know what I mean? Like, I would just have giant joints like that, and that would be the whole show. It's just me trying to light a big ass joint. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, it would just be crazy. No, man.
Oh,
Like,
hold
I
on.
only need so much.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You
You,
the interview. You ask me
you,
questions. I'm high as
yes.
hell.
They said Kid Frost 247. Shut up, brother. He said yes. Buying equipment lights, tents, trim machines, THC testing machines can get very. Jesus, I wasn't even talking about that stuff. I would never. I couldn't. I mean, am I cheap?
Hey,
Maybe I'm cheap. I don't know. My mama said don't be cheap, but I'm cheap. I think I'm cheap.
I was frugal. Frugal is the word. You know what I'm saying? You frugal, man. You're frugal.
Yeah.
No, I
One.
mean, I know I'm cheap. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So be it.
like I read every review before I buy a TV or a phone. I'm reading every consumer report. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to spend nothing on nothing if it ain't gonna work for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I might not know how to use the stuff that y'all got in y'all grows. Like it may not work out for me how it works out for you guys. I may mess up things. I may.
yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead,
Could you imagine setting up an automated water system and then blow out your whole crop because you hit the wrong button?
bro. I'm telling you. Like I told everybody who's doing automated water cycling in these hydro buckets. Shout out to them. I love them. I love the whole concept behind growing cannabis, but the nightmare that you could wake up or go and come back into the house and your whole fucking floor is flooded anywhere you are, man. That's if you're in an apartment, oh, you're gonna get called. They're gonna see. Like that's what I'm trying. They're like, you need an inline fan and stuff. I'm like, I'm hiding this the best that I can. Like, because I don't
Right.
want, like again, I don't want people knowing what I'm doing. It's legal, but who wants people knowing what? Especially growing. Everybody likes weed. Everybody would steal
Yeah,
weed.
legality isn't the only problem. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of other problems that are associated with our industry that, carried over from the black market days. People are still out here getting took. Like I had somebody local, they got shot in the foot just trying to do a basic, thing, and
It's dangerous, bro.
it's bad, bro. Like and we had one of the events last summer got robbed. You
Oh
know what I
God.
mean? Like that was messed up. Like they shut the whole place down, and
How
it's
did they
just
get
kind
robbed? How would one rob an event? Not
of
saying it didn't happen. I believe you. I believe you.
I don't know. Yeah. You can look it up. You know what I'm saying? They just ran up in there and took everything off of everybody's tables, man.
Holy
Shout out Scott
shit!
High, man. I was watching her live feed when it
Oh,
happened, like dead serious. You know what I'm saying? I was
I'm
watching her.
sorry.
She had her little gravity ball on the table, and she was like, "Hey, we getting it." Boom! All of a sudden, tables start getting knocked over. They taking everything off of everybody's tables and dip. Yeah,
Oh my
they was
God.
after that. They was after that grease and
See,
shit, man. So
you gotta
Kansas
be
City's a
careful,
weird
man.
place,
You
though,
can't.
man. Like
This is why you have to
KC,
be.
man. I seen a news story. A dude got stabbed for not saying thank you after the dude hold the door open for him.
Welcome to Earth, guys. This and that's just. It never
Like
used to
what?
be. I was
I
growing
know
in
what
the
that.
'80s.
That was
This
like
world is
2004, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Kansas City is a weird town, man.
oh,
You gotta be real mad respectful out here. Like, honestly, like
okay.
respect will get you a long way.
I'm sorry. Thoughts on CalMag, my friend?
Ah, oh man, is that like are they trying to set us up for a meme or some shit? You know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't know.
it's gonna,
They said
I mean, there's that whole
growing
CalMag
Moby says
everything.
thoughts on Cal. I'm assuming. Listen, I don't know about CalMag. I don't even. You can't make a meme out of someone that's like. Well, you probably
No,
can. Make me
honestly,
go viral.
there's kind of like a running joke about the CalMag, about it's bro science, put CalMag on everything, but nutrients are nutrients. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
if
my
your
God.
plant is lacking, then hook it the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like honestly, like
Right.
I don't get it. You know, I'm not a cool enough grower dude to like talk about bro science and stuff like that. Like, but yeah, I mean it. Casey Mo he says important in cocoa. I mean, I don't know. I've seen the memes. I follow a lot of people on Instagram and stuff, and it's like, you know, I've had to ask other gromies. I'm like, you know, what, like, oh, they're like put CalMag on everything. It's like a fucking
What if it doesn't
Reddit,
need it when you lock something out? Like, what if you like?
man. Honestly,
Nope. I
I'm
got
just,
nutrient. I got the whole Roots Organics synthetic, or it's like half organic and synthetic or something like that. But you would think CalMag would be in those bottles, right?
yeah. I mean, the first thing that I used was Advanced Nutrients, the 3-pack that you could get a bundle on, that I'm sure a lot of other people started about. And I never like read every individual ingredient. I just read the instructions on how to, you know, mix it up and fed it to the plants. And if anything was off, I'd take a picture of it. I'd do Google image search, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I would just learn from there. Like, watch grow videos, figure things out. Like, I'm not smart enough to go out on my own, you know what I mean? Like, I refer to everybody that knows more than me anytime there's a problem. You know what I mean? If it's CalMag or, you know, whatever, like, I'm going to ask
Yeah.
somebody else. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? The first thing I'm going to do is take a picture and send it to 5 people. I'll be like, what's wrong? You know what I mean? Like, what am I
Yeah.
doing to it? Am I watering too much? Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not an expert. I'm an expert on
Right.
tasting weed because I smoke a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I'm not a grower expert. I would never front. You know what I mean? Like, I respect the growers and the stuff they're doing. Like, it's so involved that I don't even think I could be an effective grower because I'm always out at events. I'm always doing photography. I'm always somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think I would be a good grower until I slowed my life down a little bit. And I'm so busy trying to build the channel, make those face to faces, network. You know what I mean? Like,
Mo, it was a pleasure. The timing us out at 21 seconds. Say something wonderful. Go.
hey, man, I appreciate you guys watching and commenting. I'm sorry we couldn't answer everything. I'm so happy to be on the show, man. I'm going to share this shit everywhere. Thank you for the opportunity, man.
Reels are coming, brother. Peace, y'all. Well, it's
Have a
4
good night.
seconds. I appreciate you so much. Mo, you're
No, I
done.
appreciate you.